Circuit Court 9. Na kwedu amode bono mamo chemu say offensive conduct, right? Almost say offensive conduct conducive to the breach of peace. Na Abronye no, na sem we buy no we hwa amanfo a omode the spiritual background na air count. Maybe I don't have problem with nkofo a omwogidie say or ya asimasi we bibi say anything on no so yeah right? Mwamuni the back and forth on your papa Dancan William say call here. Okay. Now, you call Ghana Web. Ghana Web H himself. The new patriotic party, Bono, regional chairman, Abronye. Kwame Bafu, popularly known as Abronye DC, has been remanded again. Yeah, remanded by the Accra Circuit Court. Almost say, despite the fierce argument by his lawyers during proceedings on Friday, September on the 12th, they say the lawyers now try Biasusanka, you know what? Abronye Benya bill, but it's unfortunate, sad. Okay. All right, I'll say, despite the fierce argument by his lawyers during proceedings on Friday, September 12, 2025, the court denied Abronye, who has been charged with offensive conduct, bail again, right? According to Ghana Web's reporter, Judge Ayisi, the court remanded Abronye DC for 1 week after denying him bail. It's Abronye no, or some could treat a bank for 1 week. And yes, people say the judge adjourned the case to Friday, September 19th again. Okay, so almost police reinforcement were deployed to the court to help ensure order because of the number of new Patriotic Party members who trooped to the court to demand Abronye release. Now, minority leader.
The charges. These are all misdemeanor. These are charges that are not serious offenses. If you say somebody is publishing fake news with the intent to cause fear and panic, it's a mere misdemeanor. Then you again say that his conduct is offensive conduct and it breaches the peace. These are not serious matters. And I mean, this shouldn't lead to somebody being put in Black Maria. On the contrary, a national officer of the NDC threatened my life, threatened the national organizer's life, threatened the chief whip and other senior members of the party. Threat of death, openly. We petition. Unfortunately, because there's a different Ghana for MPP and there's a different Ghana for the NDC, the RGP has not even arrested the said officer. A communication officer of the NDC in Abuja constituency also repeated the said threat, but he has not been arrested, and that is what we see. You see, our friends in the NDC should watch this. Power is like an ice block. When it's given to you, it starts to melt from the very day. If we make mistakes, or if there were some mistakes in the past, which I admit that our government couldn't have been perfect, some mistakes were made. If the same will be repeated, then where are we heading to? And with what is going on, it becomes difficult for you to hold back the extremists and the hardliners in our body politics. Because if today a Chief Justice is going through a committee hearing and hurriedly, when the hearing is not done, a report is done and she's removed. If today somebody makes himself available for interrogation and suddenly he's remanded, we know what is happening at Yoko. They will keep you and then now set some very onerous bail terms, making it practically impossible for you to meet the terms. Everybody is watching. I would appeal to governments to stop these excesses. I will appeal to the IGP and the Ghana Police Service to ensure that high-level professionalism is brought to bear. We are all Ghanaians. 2028 is not far away. But if you look at the charges, these are all misdemeanor. These are charges that are not serious offenses. If you say somebody is publishing fake news with the intent to cause fear and panic, it's a mere misdemeanor. Then you again say that his conduct is offensive conduct and it breaches the peace. These are not serious matters. And
all right, so minority leader minority leader Afenyomakis Akasa. Now in Bimu HM say Dancan Williams Abronye Kodin atem ehunsu but Azoka na or threatening like Akwetia not or the omo crofoni bi echo back and forth pa. I think so also Mrana Sudimu. Yeah, also Mrana Sudimu. Of course social media na like almost secularities are news okay, because also to mean threatening Afenyomakin and just like that. Because said you be was say I apply the same thing to and yes or NDC immunity. Okay, now
I mean,
maybe sorry, maybe as Abronye assembly the affidavit I now you question this particular video. Abronye ko did Papa Dancan Williams at them now. Opo ni piano. Almost if you are born on the internet. Now, listen.
Somebody had the audacity to lie and to say that me, I gathered 25 bishops, gave them $10,000 each to pray for President Mahama to do another thing. Now that can really have to read them. No, son, no, on the wall. Why we summon a foot in the name? Rob I was so sacra. That's canon to be. Now, what did that can really have no much here? Our money, so we are for Obianin say, or they can't call robbery and the tour and the gym for Fosica notice as skeleton. What ya sorry, what they was coming now, say, sir. I feel of the Ura politics. Who pond dog? That can who are you? Who are you? I wanna, who chosen and coupon in what I may my brother. What that can we Who now who cried and go past Sakra? What that can we also in Sakra? Now me I mean control Nipada. Me I mean come Robreda. Me I coupon Sakra. What that can we what's in your coupon what's that also? Who that who be? What that can we who also your software time me my brother who because of say me conquer voice how good father I command because of say me what I'm empire me no me dear nyame me because who do think be obi mo mpa ne kwase empire ni bi mbato so ne yam ntra manfo ne kwase empire na obo a oteatea mu no me sa ne say meeting ben na okoya oni panyin kase pa e wo Ghana ha panyin pa akoya ono Dancan William any panyin no nsu wanka ana de ko sa meeting mu misa omo ko sa meeting no 25 pastors and ministers of God and almost selected across the nation. All on the sapling pano or Matana Kabakum. Dancan Williams. Momisano, agenda is simple. Say, Penny Pana, and the young one and all Kobium, now 2028, or Servoa Kokoduru, a year 2032, not or Dancan Williams, we are part and parcel of that meeting. You arranged the meeting to talk about the third-term agenda. When I arranged here, you invited these pastors to the meeting. You gave them $10,000. When I just can say, but your Bible factor, you must say, when a penny go for your meeting, say, or bet my corner, tete agenda na ba so na peja Bible fa kire wie na so peja Bible no hia the God of the tender no be decide between me no na me challenge ma say to me wo hodi a o ma me ne nsia cycle no bia me ka enwusia me kita Bible me ono so kita Bible Ankasa majanto Bible me so makasa majanto na mo me wia omunum no ya ba me na obi Bible so obi Bible so nsie wo kwa bosom ho because ni nyame to me bia o frema na ba me so that is a fact because you are going to call your saints and other spirits am free nyame and also the ba manu ma megu na nim as flat because wo free nyame ma ne ntie enti command in my what for the man ni woni my free na kono what for the man ni woni say we are so powerful me nyame na ye clean but wo de nya clean that is a fact.
There are certain topics that I believe we have to address and communicate through the grace of God to all of you. One of them is relationship versus transaction. I realize that too many people don't appreciate and understand the importance of relationship, and that this generation is so much into transaction than true relationship. And it really breaks my heart. A lot of you are forfeiting your currency for tomorrow, and you don't even know it. That do that. Lekitu kasam kafalanda kasatan wahasalam kuwasidia haluya tai akatalum kafasaluta. Today, I'm very upset, and I'll tell you why I'm upset. I'm upset of the foolishness of men. Foolishness. I couldn't sleep the whole night. Restlessness. I couldn't sleep. And I said, what generation is this? Who are these people that are so transactional? You can't build relationship with them. You don't return people's calls. You make promises, you don't keep it. Who do you think you are? Like just a beginner. How long have you lived? How many battles have you fought? How many incurable diseases have you conquered? Have you conquered cancer before? That you are bluffing people who are survivors in life? To la casa. Masanta kunda salam within 72 hours. Dula isala amansulum divalan kihamsulahana wahasalim bikatum. Interpret it. 72 hours. Interpret it. Then you will know the difference. You know the difference. That's all I'll say. Let their defenses depart from them. Let what is meant to be an advantage unto them become a disadvantage. Let their honor turn into dishonor, and let their favors turn into disfavor. Yea, let their access turn into scandal. Masalan, Kusan, Fili, Atunda, Kam, Sulan. Let the table that favors them become a snare unto them. Let their defenses depart. Let them be disinherited by another, and let another take their office. Let them err at unawares. Let them err at unawares. Mosala Kazila. Mosala Kazila. Don't ask me who has offended him. Nobody has offended me. I've just been watching over the years. And I go on the internet, social media, people lie. They lie. Somebody had the audacity to lie and to say that me, I gathered 25 bishops, gave them $10,000 each to pray for President Mahama to go another term. You think I'm a kid? Go another term for what? The constitution doesn't allow that. It doesn't. And if that is what I believe, I don't have to gather 25 bishops and give them money to pray. I can pray myself. And if that is what I believe, I can come out publicly and say it. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you and your party. If I believe that, I will come out and I'll say it. And I'm entitled to my belief. You can't do me anything. But that is not what I believe. And that is not what.
All right, so that was Archbishop Dancan William's response to Abronye. Now, Abronye did not tell me. ɛna Justin Kodua MPP secretary no ebe issue disclaimer say adie bi Abronye eye no omo disassociate omo ho efri saa ni nyoma na oye ni personal attacks or like enu bia na wire ama and then all the court attention, right? Almost see there be that saa insem na okika on the platform so omo nim ho bi ti I think say Justin Kodiano did the needs or yeah the needful or yeah the necessary thing, right? Bibao it's the circuit court 9 Abronye no yade 9 bill yes you uncle on the 19th November here the Aba court bill it's in Bimusu Kase Dancan William sorry I wish I'm about almost say be born na aye adwuma ewo Abronye so eba enti court word bro no ubaju say bia say Rambo style enya asem kitwa court word no court homponi ase we ye call we match pass enya better o the court word
to protect. The police officer giving an order. So they are coming to protect. And the heavy security there. Yeah, so that is it. So this is the heavy security, heavy police.
right so ebusia near course ene ewia we ewo circuit court 9 Abronye is a yade 9 bill nti enumu ena ewo sisi ano nti on the 19th obe reappear na yahwe nia ebekoso nti minority leader nso aba be kasa o chemu se once omudi Abronye e fa ne die misdemeanor keke no ena omo se minority afinyoma kise ka se na mo treat chisa Abronye sa no poni be na waye atem didie pe no neba ti ana omo de no ko she Black Maria no yes Black Maria and they hardened criminals na dey omo show another hero yenya ye Abronye chama untumi de say o ye hero Mrs. Monica
Me wa hapa utimenka
mpacho I think say mabobo nyoma so kakra e dia ma some way akoso no adwen kire ni say
ade omudi
the way Abronye eye ni nyoma no so wo Bibi obetchre kwan so mo ne fa no, do you think say you cool? Any the way or no so oye na ade no. What do you think?
Sammy. No
Mm,
kwasem say.
okay.
Me kunu we wo ne ne kasa on ti asem. Na mum.
Oh, who sweetheart pa.
Me sweetheart o. When we
Mm,
say Sammy, say when you are in a position of leadership,
yeah.
you have to lead by example. Yeah. One thing can say, who a position of leadership, but you are going to sit in public and derogate other leaders. It's not going to be right. What you say, and according to sources, no, they had spoken to you, and so many of the things that you were saying. Wait, minim ni pakura was soon. Remember, say even Canadian Japan kura the ayeno. Yeah,
Oh,
which is really really bad because how do you turn around and attack people in your party and just say
ah,
it's just ridiculous. Wow. And we have to understand sir, everything you do comes with a consequence.
yeah.
And that is exactly because we're good for bebre hufi. Even though say could be say be and some na all can it be a no kreno. But it's just
Yeah.
how he went about the
Present it.
whole thing. It is not what he said. Well, some of the stuff he said was wrong, but how he said it and how he went about it was totally unacceptable. And me pamucho say the Abronye, what if Abronye is at the receiving end of what he has done to other people? How would he feel? Look at the attacks or the man Canadian, Japan, the others. Why? And you are all in the same party. But when kasa on say he just want to do what he want to do. And tiamo me phone say, oh, it has to be equal justice for all.
Yeah, correct.
What you say? And I
Mm.
particularly have a problem because if say I didn't to say NDC against MPP all the time. Yet ha and I see a friend of Kevin Hwan in
Kevin
Penny
Taylor.
Crabble.
Kevin
It's
Taylor.
America did for them, did for them.
What kind
But
of politics person?
what happened? When he came to Ghana with a warrant for his arrest, which he should have been arrested at the airport, according to warrant
Yeah.
and Danisolo, what did they do? They shielded him. Doesn't mean say what he did was okay. Yes, court, but it's just the way I go about the whole thing. It has to be equal justice for all. So obi eye bonia, ese ye ma emrano eye nedjuma. Not because anybody would NDC and not MPP. Wow. And that is how and to have a state, to have a country or a state work like this, no, it's dangerous because it means to say when somebody is in a ruling party, they can do all sorts of nonsense and get away with it. But when the person who is not in the ruling party wants to say something, they get in trouble. But notwithstanding, no, I think, sir, definitely Abronye needs to face the law, but they should make sure that it is fair and not exaggerated.
Absolutely.
Just because
I got that for yeah, fair. I got that.
What's here? Just because he's in MPP. Wow.
Yeah.
That is what they have to take in consideration. And yakra, niamani bia okeka ye no na enye. And I won't say we penifua. You have the young people looking at you. And it's a penny to say wa party mu. Ubejina social media na de bia
On say
attempt.
or the party for into a band is how the party for no be credit on deposit. You are going through
Absolutely.
such situation.
De bia na wabetsna ho atem didie aden.
Oh.
What do you expect the young people who are looking up to you and wanting to be like you, no? And at the end of the day, say there is division in the MPP. And he's a party him as a chairman, a regional chairman. Now the Gina Bontina would one side of your party at Tema. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to make the division worse? Wow. And no dear, I'm say, and no. But me dear me one say it should be equal justice. And she so be what NDC nas wodi some fun. Not because some ruling party the person can get away with it. No. Then you come out and you hold the person accountable, just like you've done with Abronye.
Yeah. All right, my sister. One make it excellent submission. So I think say yeah, you know, the bear addition. Even for me, I'm now I was a mission being free.
Yes.
Say Abronye mpo airco be busia. Then I should tell you say I have every right to criticize,
Yes.
not to do personal attacks. You get me? Until obi a personal attack, sometimes make us say no. Yeah, you know, move abwa pasia jibi for the obeje. But I will not go beyond that. It's on the media, no. Yeah, you know, I was saying here, I know,
Yeah, the best yes.
the best because I say asem ketu ebi na why na kese politics muti bi di mu atem kwase aboa but out na obe catch obi say or the maid ada and the secretary ada the secretary why sorry the spokesperson wife ada the way I move you to Dancan William say my papa no cry utie any response na wo say why embre na why embre or the yaw afi the na papa ne the yaw kasa why say Obekika or for and oh Charlie.
And it make it look as if
Abronye was so on Jai Sadia.
I say your bow pa now we sad.
Oh, now into MPP with secretary, right? Justin Kodia. Or by or the disclaimer me talk on say a dear be Abronye no only moshi.
Wow.
Because the MPP party now disassociate or free or dear be or a party. And this is not the time you don't need intokwa to prove say yeah like mu show remorse be maybe why one or two mistakes be enya intokwa mu opposition bo no na mo benya mo abotre approve beyond Ghanaians say yes we are ready, we are capable, say yeah bad this time around that yeah be fulfill almost 80% of our promises. It's not about fighting each other. Where one can party for cry to kill more. Oh, why not say we have no member Mrs. Absent be the goose mama?
Hey, serious pa.
And
this almost so and I hope say because of the consequences and your fame, and I hope say or the bear day or the bear less.
Oh yeah, where the audition the bigger crowd. So this is the medal was say na wait na join. Sa Igbo for some way ebi echna I don't know. Echna we free echna me kwa koja madam for be ye.
Okay.
Echna me ba na
ukoba and say because omu Jimmy papa.
I know anya abucha mo mo so kakra Mr.
Me nya abucha fama hwan. Fama lateni.
Say na 1 million ma dwen ye adwuma. Ati ase.
O se dey.
1 bi adwen ye adwuma wo mti ana wo slow kakra.
Menti ase me enya omo me abodafo na me face wo musisi. Enya 1 fo bi aboda omo nya ya abodafo nka kire.
We dey ba me ja na fa pressure na free TikTok aba.
Okay, Sammy.
Bye. Kebusia, bedo obi bi ase so oje ni mre e de hwe ye. Catch up so subscribe ma me. Catch up. Okay. It's Ebusia and our first time upon also subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell notification icon also, which is very important. It's anytime be about life. Now what joining me. So when you program we won't subscribe to the channel, please. Thank you so much. May the movie see you.